Hello YouTube people! Quick disclaimer, this video was originally made for Instagram, so apologies for all the different ratio croppings, but I did my best to make it more viewable on the YouTube dimensions. Don't worry, I didn't forget about the next video topic. Looking at my old art will indeed come soon. I just thought this video was important enough to post here as well. I hope you learned something new from this video. My quality of life has been taken from me. I've been conflicted lately about the contrast between my online persona and my daily life. I'm gonna be raw and show you what I go through each day. For the past 3 years, I've dealt with chronic pain that has only gotten increasingly worse. Before this, believe it or not, I barely thought about my disability at all. Let me show you what I have to go through as a disabled creative. This is my current routine, but I'm always finding different ways to manage my pain. 8:30 is my alarm to take my medicine. Gabapentin, salt tablet for POTS, and acetaminophen. My pills only help a little bit to alleviate my pain. It's never enough. I try to fall asleep again if I can. Then I get a parent to get an ice pack for my tailbone and neck. This is to prevent greater tailbone pain and neck pain throughout the day. I get up for the day whenever I feel ready. That usually ranges from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. And when I sit down after my morning routine, I then go to do cervical traction. This is a new physical therapy. This is for 5 minutes. Then I eat breakfast. Each day I have around 1 to 2 hours of peace, my body adjusting to the day, and that is just in the morning after I get up. If I'm lucky, my gabapentin will hit me in a way that day that makes me feel relaxed. After I eat breakfast, watch some YouTube or whatever I feel like watching, it's then time again for new ice or heat. To give you a greater picture, I need a new ice pack or heat pack around 20 minutes after the temperature runs out. That is not because I'm used to it or it's a habit, it's because I'm generally in pain and those things help with the pain. I choose whatever feels right to work on that day, and as depressing as it is, as I work, the day is going to weigh me down more and more and more, and my pain is going to get worse, varying from day to day. To some degree, being focused on art or a creative project can distract me from my pain, but at some point it gets too much to deal with. So I usually lay down from around 2:30 to 3 or 4. I need at least 3 hours of rest in bed. I used to be able to draw all day, which is crazy to think about now. I have to break it up in chunks every day. It's just so upsetting to be separated by something you love out of force. The goal of this was just to show you how much roadblocks I have when it comes to creating my art, and yet I go through it anyway, so my art is not easy to make. I intentionally present myself online as this independent person because I am indeed my own person. So it is quite vulnerable for me to show these videos to you because, yeah, I rely on people every day, actually. And with becoming an adult, that can make me feel a bit younger than I am because I am being helped by my parents. Makes me feel a bit embarrassed to some degree sometimes. Chronic pain comes with a grief that is really hard to describe. Like I said, this didn't used to be how my lifestyle was. I used to have no pain with my disability. I legit just used to be a person in a wheelchair with a home that was designed to fit my needs, and I barely needed help in the day at all, besides showering and clothing. I still have yet to grapple with my new reality. I go through this cycle of emotions with my pain. Most of the time I'm just surviving. I know this is my routine, I'm on it, I'm focused, I just gotta do what I gotta do. Like recently, it's caught up to me emotionally. I feel grief of the constant pain, the constant survival, the constant state of hypervigilance of my own body. I've also been really emotional lately because it's a big thing to deal with feeling like a burden. The thing is, when your parents are helping you, those are two people that you know in and out, and I've been hypervigilant and accustomed to my parents' emotions. We are still figuring out what it means to be a carer and not a parent, how to separate those two things, because when you're my carer, you're doing a job for me, and they quite literally are being paid for this. After I get up from my bed rest that afternoon, I do traction again, and then I eat dinner. It's most commonly when I get my biggest burst of energy. I've found I work best at night because I've had more rest. Then, either 9 or 10, that's when I go to bed for the final time that day. I really wish you could experience what it's like having to rely on others for your basic needs every day. It's quite taxing on me emotionally, and if it was so simple, I wish I had no needs at all. That's honestly what I always think. When I feel like a burden, I'm like, wow, it would be so much easier if I just didn't need anything. I feel so guilty a lot. Dealing with chronic pain is just like the underlying grief that never goes away. It's constant, sometimes more than others, but it's always there, underneath, hiding. And I'm sick of my pain controlling me, controlling my days. Everything I do every day surrounds my pain. And it sucks not having control of my own life. I need a medicine that actually helps my pain, that actually takes my pain away. And I fear that may never happen. I switch between despair and hope. Sometimes I think, yeah, it'll get better one day. One day this will all just be a rough time in my life. Some war, trauma, a bad memory. And sometimes I think that I'm doomed to a life of constant pain now. I don't know what to believe. There are all these new things I try all the time. And I still seem to be getting worse in waves. It's tough. It's really tough. There's no way around it, and I'm trying not to make this too depressing. But this is my life, and I stand by making my account really me, authentic, so you know who I am, and you know that I'm not just some amazing artist. There's more to me than that. I don't want any of my internal struggles to rub off on you, other disabled people. At the end of the day, I always know I live by the fact that it's okay to be vulnerable and it's okay to need help, but there will always be that internalized ableism inside me. I don't want it to change how I'm perceived. I don't want people to look down on me or pity me or see me as weak. But you are not weak for being born the way you are. You are not weak for needing help from others, because everyone does. You just need it a bit more, or a lot more. And there's a lot of talk online about caregivers burnout, which my parents experience. I understand the nuance of being a caregiver. I understand all the energy that can be sucked out. That doesn't change the fact that it makes me feel shame. That it makes me feel like I'm high maintenance. When my parents have moments of frustration, that's something that's ingrained in my mind. And it's happened enough times in my life that I have this constant internal struggle every time I ask for help. I do it, but every time I do, it gets a bit harder and harder and harder. I'll end this by saying I want to make more art related to my chronic pain. I have some ideas. I just want to go more in depth here on what I deal with every day first, so you now know what I'm talking about in my creations. I hope this reaches other disabled people. I hope you know that you're not alone, and it's okay that you need help. But at the end of the day, what matters for me and what I want out of this is human connection. I want you to see me as a human, so don't overthink your words and just be real with me like I'm being real with you.